Oh my goodness, this DPS output is disgusting. Guys, if you are looking for a fresh setup in Division 2, you found one. This is out of the box dilemma setup. Of course, I will tell all the tiny details to bring insanity out of this one. Hello my beautiful and amazing people, badass Dark Zone agent Uncle Butcher in the building as usual. If you're new here bastard, welcome to the family. Hit that like, smash that sub or leave a hateful comment. It truly depends on your preference, but before we start today's video I have only one question, simple question. What do you think about receiving DLC or update, you name it, at February 2022? 4 more months without any meaningful new content. Maybe some season rehold or maybe a Hero event, but let's face it, it's not quite a new content. More than 1 year without any fresh ideas in the game, and if I have to be brutally honest, in this window they could make completely new game, Division 3, Division 2.5, you name it, but they could announce new game and maybe we could receive at September 22 or 2022 September Division 3 2 years, and I don't know, man. We are at this point pretty destroyed as a community. Of course we are kinda active, but it's illusion, man. We have a lot of active players who are playing since day one, but they are like 12 20 everybody is in waiting mode and playing other games. Unfortunately it is what it is, and I really don't think that simple DLC will change something anyway, but I know what will change something: my dilemma build. This one is absolutely outstanding because it has 72% protection from elites. And today I want to recommend to you my partners, a site for boosting services, dwing.net. If you want to get an eagle or any other exotic as well as equip a cool build using items from the Dark Zone, then these guys will help you to get this and much more in a short time. They have updated prices and deadlines for all services. The boost works with account sharing, so they do everything for you without cheats or bug abuse. I have tested this service myself, so I can recommend you these guys easily. They can be trusted, man. And of course, with my promo code you will get 15% discount on all services. This site has been working for many years. It has a lot of clients, reviews and payment methods, man. If you didn't get my promo code or you have any questions, feel free to type your message and operator will reply immediately. But now let's get back to my build. And guys, if I have to be honest, this setup is really nice in PvP, aka Dark Zone. In conflict, dilemma mark is not working. You will not be able to tag your enemies, so in conflict it's kinda pointless to use dilemma, but in DZ from other hand it's completely different story, because you have their NPCs and you will be able to tag, of course, agents, rogue agents, manhunts, you name it, and that can be really handy because with this setup you can tag up to 5 enemies and you can basically hit even Stinger Hive and you will deal the same amount of damage to other tagged enemies or skills. So dilemma can be really nasty. For PvE I'm rocking, of course, Chameleon and protection from elite mods, and we are reaching 72%. You have to see this setup, guys, and then you will believe my word. But in general, if you want to be updated all the best PvP, PvE builds, you know where you have to be. Hit that like, smash that sub. So with no further ado, let's get into it. For specialization, we're gonna use, of course, Survivalist. Survivalist will provide us with extra protection from elites. On top of that, you have Medkit, which gonna heal your teammates. So it's really handy in PvP and PvE. You can be like medic in your squad. On top of that, by applying status effects, you will increase your teammates' damage, and even more than that, as a cherry on top of the cake, you have fire grenades, which are really handy as crowd control trick, because now people affected by fire can shoot only from the hip, and that's pretty game over in PvP with this time to kill. For PvE, I'm using exotic assault rifle Chameleon. It looks badass, one of the best looking weapons in the game for sure, but the best trick or tip here is that once you will get adaptive instincts talent procced, it will immediately increase your dilemma DPS output, which will be received by all marked enemies, guys. You saw my damage numbers, they are immediately rising up by getting adaptive instincts. One will increase weapon damage, second one will increase, of course, crit damage, and by getting both stacks, my DPS output is getting ridiculous and I can mark 5 enemies. So for PvE reasons, exotic assault rifle Chameleon is absolutely amazing. You will have a ridiculous amount of DPS, crit chance. Actually, we are sitting at crit chance cap, and adaptive instincts will transfer to our dilemma mark or dilemma gear set. So everything works really nicely here, and we have 72 protection from elites. And if I have to be honest, this amount of protection from elites is really nice in clearing control points where you have a lot of elites, but in missions most of the time you will have only couple elite enemies, maybe during whole mission, and that's kind of annoying. So for PvP reasons, you should put everywhere crit damage, and I have still 133% crit damage and basically crit chance cap, but I can apply 5 crit damage mods. 5. So 5 multiple, excuse me. So if you're gonna apply 12% crit damage mods, you will increase your crit damage by 60 freaking %. That's ridiculous. So now we're gonna sit at more than 190% crit damage, and that can be really painful in Dark Zone, guys. In Conflict, Dilemma will not work, unfortunately. You will not be able to apply those stacks. But DZ is completely different story. You can tag 5 enemies, and with 190% crit damage, that's game over. And I would recommend you to use maybe MPEX or Banshee, because those SMGs have 50 bullets and you could use in sync or perfect killer. Perfect killer on Dark Winter would give you 50% crit damage. Normal killer will give you 40% crit damage boost on one simple kill, or simply use in sync. It depends on your preference, but I would recommend you to use SMGs with bigger magazine size. With Vector, most likely you will be able to only apply mark on maximum 2 players, so yeah, not a huge benefit. So with other SMGs you will have better luck to be more effective with this weapon, or use even Eagle Barrel here. Eagle has a lot of bullets, and if you have decent aim, you can deal ridiculous DPS. Also for mask, I'm using Dilemma with protection from elites, chest piece for protection from elites, again from Dilemma gear set, and chest piece will allow us to mark from 3 up to 5 enemies at the same time. Really handy in DZ and clearing landmarks, control points. Your DPS output will be amazing, but like I said, during missions, maybe protection from elites is not that great because you will fight only couple elite enemies and bosses. But as you saw, you can chill with rogue agents, with heroic and directives applied, easy. There is nothing that can kill you in this game, and since you have 1.5 million armor and Chameleon, non-elite enemies will not be a threat to you, so this setup is pretty game breaking. And like I said, you can change some things here and there for PvP, and for PvE I think this one is pretty ridiculous. For holster, I'm using improvised holster because improvised gear will provide us with extra mod slot, and like I said, you can put there protection from elites or crit damage. So pretty simple choice. Damn, I'm tripping. For backpack, I'm using again Dilemma, and Dilemma backpack is really nice because now you will transfer DPS output between your marked enemies from 60% up to 100. So basically, everybody will receive equal damage from crit shots, of course. You have to remember that Dilemma works with crit shots. So you should get 60% crit chance. I would recommend you at least get 55-60% crit chance on your Dilemma setup to be really effective. And for knee pads, I'm using improvised knee pad, gloves, Dilemma gloves, everywhere. Crit damage as my attribute, and in mods, protection from elites or crit damage, it depends on your task. So this setup is kinda dope. Thank you for watching, see you in the next one.